Yeah. Yeah, let's get it. If you're watching the replay, fast forward 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna let some people get in here. Hit the like button, please. Thanks for stopping by. We got a $25 live stream goal. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat, you dig? Looking for a live stream sponsor starting at $5. Make you the king of the stream, big dog of the stream. You know, live stream sponsor. Let's get it.
I'm gonna tell you another thing that people can do though, both men and women.
I had a question for Kim. I just had a question for Kim real quick. So Kim, the
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's have a good night. Good live stream. Everybody let me know where you watching from. Let me know anything in the chat, how your day went. Or just say, what's up, RB? Or salute, RB, anything. I just want to know who here with me. Hopefully we're going to have a good stream. We got a $25 live stream goal. Whatever you could give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor officially. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. If any weird shit happened outside of me belching in the mic, let me know ASAP in the chat. Screen go blank, mic too low, mic too high, mic on mute. Things like that. What up, John? We in here. One of my biggest supporters, John. I think without any further ado, let's get into this ridiculous nonsense. Actually, I gotta take a leak. So while I do that, I'm gonna find something to play to keep you entertained, John, and whoever the hell else in here. Everybody hit the like button though.
And then they have their own situation. So for me personally, the more communicative that you could be and more straight up, then the better the outcome to be.
By the way, I respect what you're saying. You're owning it, and it's communication is key. I think in any relationship, you know, communication to the point of over communicating is better than under communicating. But you know, you said you had conversations with your younger brothers, or I assume even parental figures, father, I assume.
Yep, all of them.
Was that an awkward conversation?
I mean, of course, sex is always awkward to people. Like I said, you know, when you have the birds and bees conversation, wasn't it awkward with your parents if you even had it? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's weird.
very
You know, you don't want to talk about jacking off or fucking somebody, and you know, with your parents, it's weird. But it's also
But there's a difference between doing that in private versus hey, I saw you.
But how do you
Great work,
get to
Alexis.
that? Yeah, but why is your kid gonna do that? That's a little awkward. No one's gonna do that.
Your brother or your
But
father.
why would your brother? I'm not in some weird vixen from Texas. Doesn't mean I'm fucking in some incestual
No, I've
type
spent time
thing.
in Texas. I'm not assuming that.
No, but I'm just saying. So it's just a conversation, one and done. I didn't continue this conversation. It was, hey, this is me. Yes, I've done it. Don't watch it. If your friends are gonna make fun of you, that's your problem. You're a grown ass man. Figure it out.
One and done conversation.
One and done.
I actually really like that.
Discuss about anymore. Like, there's nothing that you need to beat a dead horse.
By the way, I'm 100% with you guys. We're about to have a fucking awkward conversation. I assume it was pretty awkward. Don't play no games that it wasn't awkward the first time.
I just said every situation like that's a little
guys,
awkward.
we're about to have a really
but
awkward conversation. Sit down around the table. Here's what Alexis is doing. If you like it, I don't care. If you like whatever, don't like it, whatever. I'm out. There's the difficult conversation. Peace out. Is that?
I mean, that's not ideally exactly, but sure.
But you know, you said one and done, so that's why
But for sure,
I'm envisioning a one and done conversation
it
right there.
out
When
what needed to be had, and like you know, I don't. And again, because you're
All right. Something just went terribly wrong.
Guys, we're about to have a really awkward conversation. Sit down around the table. Here's what Alexis is doing. If you like it, I don't care. If you like whatever, don't like it, whatever. I'm out. There's the difficult conversation. Peace out. Is that?
I mean, that's not ideally exactly, but sure.
But you know, you said one and done, so that's why I'm envisioning a one and done conversation right there.
What needed to be had, and like you know what I mean. I don't. And again, because if you had, let's put your in scenario. If your sister did porn,
yeah.
You wouldn't be like, hey, I watched your porn.
Disowned.
What do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
Disowned.
you're not sitting there jerking off to her. You're like, hey, did you do this? Hey, my friends are telling me I saw you. Is this true? Is the type of situation. It wasn't like, why? Why did you do this? They don't need to know that. It's my life, my choices, my rights, my.
No, it's not just your life, you fucking degenerate. And that's the problem with you women. If you're showing your butthole on the internet, you're disgracing your whole family. And they have to deal with the repercussions of your actions. That's the problem with the society we live in now. People are so individualistic. They don't realize how their actions affect other people. It's selfish and it's just wrong. I don't know any other way to put it. At least that's how I look at it. But anyway, to our article of the night. The male stripper reveals crazy cheating trend for brides. Every single one. Oh, this is crazy. Who I got in here? Everybody hit the like button. The more you hit the like button, the more people come in here. All right, it says a male stripper has revealed that working in the industry has taught him that women are just as likely to cheat as men. Yeah. Nath Wild has witnessed Aussie cheating culture up close and personal from working numerous bachelorette parties. I mean, I'm not shocked at all. At all. I wonder I wonder what percentage of women that cheated lost their virginity to the man that they were going to marry. I have a sneaky suspicion that that would be a low number. It's all these dudes marrying women with these sketchy pasts. That higher the chances that your woman is going to cheat on you at some point in the relationship, the more partners she's had in her life. All right, the 31-year-old who used to be a tradesman and now he swings his dick in a sock for bitches, has had some wild experiences working at parties where no one's partners is around. I was once doing a party where I traveled interstate and every single one of the girls in the bachelorette party cheated on their partners. It was so crazy, and they all made a pact that they would never. Oh, they all made a pact that they would never talk about it again. He explained that the amount of cheating is abnormal for a bachelorette party, but it isn't uncommon. At 1 out of every 10 party he works at, some kind of cheating occurs. Okay, the title was a little misleading. Wild said the numbers could be larger because people aren't forthcoming about their single status and people aren't always double checking. Lots of girls tend to sleep with the strippers in general, and they also might not tell you that they are cheating on their partner with you, he said. Okay, I need to step up my reading skills, y'all. I think I did good that one day, but I'm falling back off. Wild said that when he started working bachelorette parties, he was surprised by how crazy the girls got, and he figures they behave no better than men do at stag parties. I'm assuming that's bachelor parties. The narrative is always that the guys are always the worst and they F up more, especially in Buck's party setting. But what has shocked me is that women are no different, he said. In fact, Wild said he believes women in some ways can be worse because they don't think they'll get caught or their partners are less worried in the first place. Facts. Women are the same in that setting when there's no guys around, and they do the same. And they probably take more risks because I think they can get away with it being a girl. He said he isn't shocked by the cheating anymore because he has seen a lot and it's become part of the job. I'd say about 1 in 10 bras cheat, he said. Despite what he has seen, it hasn't made him cynical about his own dating life or relationships, and he still believes in monogamy. If you find the right person, then you know that's not going to happen. I would never say that. I don't care who I'm with. I would never say, I would never say never when it comes to these broads. I don't care how sweet she is, how loyal she's been. I would never say never. And you shouldn't either. Anybody could do anything. Don't ever let your guard down completely when it comes to anybody. In any situation. Anything. If you have a partner, you have to trust that it's not going to happen and you won't be put in that situation, he explained. I think everyone's different and everyone makes their own choices. And you can't be 100% certain, but you have to trust that person you are with just wouldn't do that. Let's read some comments. This guy says, I drove for a private car service in the 90s on weekends, and a lot of my pickups were women. God. Hold on. He says, I drove for a private car service in the 90s on weekends, and a lot of my pickups were women from bachelorette parties. And to say they had a sore throat, and to say they had sore throats is an understatement. I mean, dude, how would you know that? Unless, oh, okay, I get it now. So, I guess they had sore throats from gagging on your cock, or okay. This guy says, and they shared these symptoms with their drivers because why? So the ones without sore throats had some extra cream at these parties. Both males and females engage in these things. The only difference is that women are more likely to be okay doing the deed in front of their friends and coworkers, while men prefer to be more private. I worked as a DJ for a few years. What I saw at some of the bachelorette parties is disgusting. I understand that the dancers there were not men women see in real life. They often, but why no self-respect? My friend was getting married once and she hired 2 male strippers. I'm not into guys with that vibe, no matter how good they look. And I'm very conservative to begin with. The guy wanted to put his stuff near me and I ran away from him. He spent the whole night chasing me around. He was nice looking guy, but I find guys that do this type of work so to be very gay. I mean, I can see that. Stripping and gyrating is usually women's work. I agree with that. This says, I was best man for my buddy, and his future wife was talking about organizing a bachelorette when my buddy said, no problem, but just know, whatever I think you're going to do, I'm going to do the same thing, but twice as bad. If you can live with that, fine. Needless to say, there was no bachelorette. Yeah. And the last comment we'll read says, this steroid gobbler will not see 2030. Well, only got 3 watchers in here. So shout out to the 3. I guess motherfuckers don't really like articles. I can't be mad. So John, if you still in here, do you think this dude is a steroid gobbler? Or is it just a nigga hating that his body will never look like this? Hey, I need some advice, guys. Well, I lift some weights. I lift 30-pound dumbbells. I don't know anything about working out, but I do 10 regular reps, just, curling. And then I do another 10 reps lifting over my head, just going up and down over my head. And then I do another 10 reps lifting sideways, curling, if that makes sense. Like, I don't curl my arm just straight. I twist it sideways and curl it that way. So that's the only weightlifting I do. But if I was gonna get into benching stuff, how do I find out how much I can bench? Is there a formula or something? Do I just gotta try 50 pounds and just keep adding weights and seeing what I could lift? I weigh about 230. I think I weigh 230. 220, 230. If anybody can give me some advice. Or if you got any workout regimens you can share. I'm trying to look like this motherfucker one day. Alright. Let's get into some ridiculous nonsense.
Okay. How bad is that?
How better is that? I think it's better. What's your name, girl?
I'm Chanel. How you doing? I can't believe you picked me.
Oh, Chanel, I picked you, girl.
Oh my goodness.
It's Chanel?
Yes, Chanel, like Chanel number 5, but I'm Chanel number 1. How you doing?
I'm good, Chanel. How old are you?
I am 43.
43. Where you calling me from?
I'm calling from Madison, Illinois.
Madison, Illinois.
Right off of St. Louis. It's across the river.
Okay. What you do for a living, Chanel?
Well, I was doing home care, but I had an accident recently, so I'm not working at the moment.
Okay, not working. You getting unemployment checks?
Actually, I'm going through a big lawsuit. I was on the news, but it's almost settled. Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, child, big money.
Well, it was embarrassing, but
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
You said it's on the news. You want to tell us? You don't gotta tell us, but they gonna look it up.
Well, I was in a nail salon getting my toes done in a very popular nail salon, and the guy stuck my. Well, let me just start out by saying this. I had an accident. I broke my neck 3 years ago. Yes. And I was told I wouldn't walk again, but I know Jesus. So I got up and started trying to do it on my own, getting back in the gym, and I started back walking. With a walker. I went into the nail salon. It's a very popular nail salon. And he was in there supposed to be doing my feet, an Asian man. And he was taking too long. It was on Father's Day. He kept asking me, can I feel something? And I'm like, what is he talking about? I'm ready to go. So I stuck my phone under the table and kept looking at him forward, not paying attention. And when I got to the car and charged it up, he was caught jacking off on my feet. So
All new and improved.
Bro, I was not expecting that. Oh my goodness. That's just a crazy fucking story. I don't even know if I believe it, but I don't know. Yeah, black people are always looking for a reason to sue. I don't know. Let's just continue. I mean, but is that really the nail salon's fault? If one of their employees, I mean, I guess. I don't know how it works. Because I ain't always looking to sue a motherfucker.
Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Oh my God.
yes.
But from the dating perspective, yeah, I'm not checking. I don't think many men are checking for a woman with gold fronts, gold tooth in the front, and waiting on the lawsuit from a nigga jacking off on her feet. Just, never mind.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it
And,
was very
and you haven't recorded?
yes, ma'am. He was put on the news and charged with different cases, and it went like worldwide. When I got home, the news people was already at my house. Well, actually, I went and talked to a school teacher because I grew up in like a rough environment, and I was going to just leave it alone. But my school teacher was like, "You nuts if you just sweep this under the table," because when he seen the video, it looked like he had been doing this way more than just one time. So I went and took it to the police department, and before I even got home, it was like 3 news stations already at my house. So yeah, he was caught jacking off on my feet. So, oh my God, yeah.
Like, I just feel like I wouldn't have shared that. I mean, I guess it was popular or whatever, where she from. But I mean, this is an international show. I definitely wouldn't have shared that. But we know these women don't have any decorum and just no common sense and no self-awareness. So it all makes sense that she would say that. Gosh.
So when you get your feet done, watch and pay attention.
Please do, because I never thought in a million years, he would have my feet jacking off on my feet up under the table.
Like, do we have to keep, like, saying it? Just, can we move on? Just never mind.
But I guess we in 2025. These people going crazy all around the world.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right. Well, that was the
Hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your mama, hide your grandmama, because they jacking on everybody's feet around here.
Sorry. So you wait on that. Okay. Do you have any kids now?
I have one daughter. She is 27 years old.
Okay. All right. And what's your zodiac sign?
I am a Scorpio.
Have you ever been married?
No, I have not been married.
Okay. All right. So we got Chanel, 43, Scorpio, in Illinois, not currently working, got a lawsuit that she just gave us the details about and the work. Mom to a 27-year-old, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I really need me a fun, outgoing man, a man that's God-fearing and really understand that time is precious right now on this earth. I just want somebody that's ready to enjoy life and just tired of the lies. It's like I'm kind of scared to really date black men again. It's just a lot behind it.
So you're scared to date black men?
Well, I have dated black men in the past, and I'm just tired of the same remedies. It's like they look for three things: it's either player, pimp, or somebody trying to get over. And
Well, yeah, that's what you attract. You got a gold fucking tooth in the front of your mouth. I mean, look, you're not gonna attract any better in the white community. No prestigious white man is rocking with you. Just like no prestigious black man is gonna rock with you. You're not a terrible looking woman. So, I mean, you can get penis. But that's never a woman's problem, getting penis. But yeah, players, pimps, scammers, that's what you qualify for. Even in the white community, you don't qualify for much better.
I just don't want that anymore. I had that rough life growing up, so I really want someone that's ready to do something other than show off the big eagle. I just like different things. It's
I understand. I understand that, but an Asian man was the one jacking off on you, girl.
Yes, and I'm not gonna even joke with you. Like I said, it played a big part in my life. It was very embarrassing.
No, I got you. All right, so you prefer, what nationality do you prefer? Because you don't.
Yeah, she shut that shit down with Kendra. Like, I don't even want to joke with you. Stop playing with me, Kendra. That's what she told her in the most respectful way. Yeah, Kendra, why you making fun of that situation? There ain't nothing to joke about, Kendra. Grow up. So, No Tat says, funny the foot discharge is highlighted over the rim job. Yep, she been salad tossed many times, which is weirder.
Don't want black.
I mean, yeah, that wasn't the first time she had jizz on her feet, but most women wouldn't prefer it to happen at the nail salon.
I'm assuming you don't want Asian.
I'm gonna say this. It's not that I don't want black. It's just maybe I was told one time if you keep fishing in the same pond, you keep on catching the same fish.
Well, no, but look, you only qualify for that pond. You're gonna get kicked out of any other pond before you even get your full foot in. Oh, no pun intended.
So maybe it's the dating area around where I'm at. I wouldn't say I wouldn't want to date because I met a black man one time about last year when I was on a cruise, and he was very casual. So, in the Bahamas. So it's some good people in the world. I wouldn't say just not black, but I want to say different races. I wouldn't mind dating different race men now, especially if you're from another country. I'm thinking about dating another man from another country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my
Go to
gosh.
another country. She about to have that lawsuit money. You about to be a passport girl.
Yeah, I'm ready. I want me. I love that. Anything get me out of America right now, I'll be happy.
What's your deal breakers?
Just the person that don't. Well, to be honest, I can't date a man with no kids that's under 10. I really can't deal with little children. I grew up raising a lot of people, other children in certain homes. I don't want to deal with little kids, but that and just a family oriented man, a man that loves to be around, his family, and like I said, that don't mind going to church, having God a part of his life. Yes.
Okay, having God part of his life. Okay. What should he look a certain way?
Well, as far as looks go, I think the best dating man I dated was like 350 pounds, believe it or not. So I know that may sound crazy, but them men that's handsome, it's like every woman on the planet want them. I want somebody that's laid back, somebody.
Oh man, she's been around the block so many times. She done been with fat man, skinny man, pimp man, drug dealer man. Oh man, tall man, short man, bald hair, braids, waves, 40-something years old, Asians jacking off on her feet. It's too much going on here, man. She done broke her neck. I mean, that wasn't her fault, but that's trauma and baggage and flashbacks. It's just way too much going on here. And this is going to be the case for the overwhelming majority of women over 40. She might just, I mean, she doesn't have a bitchy personality, so that's always a plus. But it's just a no. She kind of cute though. What up, no one buzz. What are we rating her? What up, Highlanders? What are we rating her from 1 to 10? I'm gonna do a survey. I'm gonna keep it playing. I'm gonna do a survey.
That's ready to, like I said, do different things other than show out for just the homeboys or an image. I just want somebody who's ready to take a different turn in life. You know, I like to fish all the time. I'm an outdoors lady, so I'm usually found on a fishing lake somewhere, putting worms on the bait. Yes.
Okay.
Great
So
outdoors.
you want a man? Okay. What about money? She can make a certain amount of money?
Well, I'm gonna say this. That's what I think God just taught me through this last man. Until you run into yourself, you'll think money is a big deal. I really just want somebody that's ready to grow. If long as it's over for real, $80,000 a year, I'll be fine.
Long as 80K is more than the average, so you said only 80K.
Well, I say about 50 to 60,000. It ain't really even a big deal about the money no more, because when I just ran into a money hungry man, it taught me a lesson about being a money hungry lady growing up.
Hey, Yvonne! Shout out to Yvonne Music tuned in. Hi, Yvonne! 4 minutes. Do what I gotta do to make it through with an any order. You only got 4 minutes. Hey, Yvonne!
Oh gosh, Kendra, why do you have to be so cringe? Yeah, what are we rating her looks? A 6?
All right, back to you. All right, let's do the Kendra Kid. This is where we see your full body.
Give me 1 second. Let me stand up. I'm in the current position of moving into a new home, but here, hold this 1 second. I just got on the tank top at the moment. You got to shut all the way down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing special at the moment.
I'll slide through and do my thing. Why not, right? I would say she cute. Her body ain't the worst thing I ever seen in my life, but definitely not the best. Did her body improve any of y'all ratings, or did it bring down any of y'all ratings? Oh, Noble said -1. Shout out to Noble. Oh, so dang, she lost a point. Everybody said she lost a point with the body.
Nothing special at the moment. Okay. When was your last relationship?
Well, my last friendship situationship, I say, was probably about a good 4 months ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Well, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm gonna say this: being jealous is one thing. I don't like to share. Once I say something, I believe that once I brand the cow, that it belongs to me. So I'm not good at sharing. Another thing I say is making time.
That was crazy. No, that was masculine. She talking about branding a cow in relation to a man. So okay, let me ask y'all this. What would y'all rate her? What would y'all rate her personality / coolness on a scale from 1 to 10? You know, not the looks, but just like her likability, as far as like maybe just hanging out with her for the night. How would y'all rate her likability on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'm usually in the gym in the morning. I'm just not really starting back again. And I do stocks and bond trades all night also. So just making time, a little extra time for it, man. Like I said, I've been running from, I think, of the word of love. I don't know if it's real. I just ain't never experienced it for real. So, and, and the last one would be just being a better listener. I say that.
Being a better.
She seemed down to earth. Like, yeah, she seemed like a lot cooler than most of the women that come on the Kendra G show. I mean, she's not exciting to talk to, but look, I don't have the expectation that any woman is going to be exciting to talk to or like super ridiculously interesting. So I give her personality a 7 out of 10. Well, no, I give her an 8. I give her an 8.
Listener. All right, couple things. What's the age range you want to date?
I have always been into older men. I seem to love older men. They more better to deal with than the younger crowd. I don't want to be choked or going crazy in sex.
Child, not choked.
You know, these young men like to pin you down. Ain't this mine? You know, I ain't trying to go there. So, you know.
I don't even know what to say.
I say something about older. From the age of I'm gonna say from 38 and to about 62.
38 to 62.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. And should he be in? Oh, where you calling us? Oh, you told Illinois. Should he be in Illinois?
No, I don't want to date anyone in Illinois. Yes.
So you want to? That's why you did say that. You want to go out the country?
Yes, yeah. Illinois is like a no for me. St. Louis and Illinois, all these men act the same. It's like a waste of time. So.
Yeah, she done been through. Yeah, I gotta take her likability down to a. I'll just say a 7. I'll take her down a point. She seemed like she bitter. She just jaded. She just seemed like she has all bad experiences with men. I mean, that's most women, especially on this show. The women who haven't.
My nigga. My nigga.
Shout out to John. He the live stream sponsor. Let's hype him up in the motherfucking chat. Let's hype up John. John, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. He says the problem is that these women weren't protected growing up. They just have too many experiences. I mean, I don't even know if I could really. It's so hard to protect these chicks, man. How do you protect them? Other than just keeping them locked up in the house, homeschooling them. I mean, how do you, can I get some answers in the chat? How do you protect your young daughter? How do you protect your 14-year-old daughter other than keeping her locked up in the house and homeschooling her? I mean, you could teach her whatever, you could teach her whatever you want to teach her. But when she get out in that evil world, they're going to have a bigger influence on her. Like, to me, let's talk about this. I mean, I'm a fan of locking them up. But look, let me say this. Not literally locking them up, but you know what I mean. Women don't need to be left to their own devices in any way. So yeah, homeschool, all that. When you do get 16 or 17, I'm your dad, I'm going on a date with you. Yeah, your boyfriend can take you to the movies, but I'm going to be in the last row. I mean, I don't know. Shout out to Jayla. Shout out to Jayla in the chat. Jayla, she says she was groomed as a teen. Now, Jayla, how much detail are you willing to give? And what accountability do you take even at that age, if any, is my question. 16, 17, it's young. but it ain't 5 or 6. So well, anyway. Once your kid go to public school or just even private school, I truly believe, well, they call those the formative years. So what you teach them from like 1 to 13, that's cool. But, okay, Jayla said she take accountability but still wasn't protected. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked, but, okay, I don't know. No, okay, how old were you, Jayla? How old were you? Before I make my comment on what you just said, how old were you? And while I'm waiting on that answer, I'll say this. The formative years is, I'll just say 12 to 18. And I would say, regardless of what your parents taught you or how strict your household was, once you get out in the world, I believe like from 12 to 18, your peers are going to have more influence on who you're going to be as an adult than what your parents taught you from 1 to 13. I feel like the stuff your parents taught you from 1 to 13, it might kick back in later in life or something. But how your peers mold you from 12 to 18, that's going to play a huge part. And that's why in certain cultures, the parents heavily dictate like who you hanging out with, who you talking to. Like, parents are extremely involved in every aspect of your life. The parents got to meet your friends' parents. It's a whole process. So yeah, it take a village to protect a girl. And I'll just say it take a village. To put it simply, but women are hard-headed, man. And once they realize they can get sexual attention from boys and men and can get stuff from men because they want to hump her, can't nobody tell her nothing. Once a teenage girl realizes she got sex appeal, bruh, she don't give a damn about what none of her family saying. She's at the peak of her life, really. 16-year-old hot chick. Oh, can't nobody tell her no logic and reason. I'm hot. Like, ain't nobody tell me nothing. I mean, I can speak for certain family members. They get that ego. You can't tell them they not God on earth. They gonna do what the they want to do because they feel like I'm hot. I'm a hot piece of ass. I don't care what my daddy talking about no more. I'm pulling niggas that got more money than my daddy now. Think that's a bar. Think about that. A 16-year-old attractive young girl, she look at her dad different because she's pulling niggas that got more money and clout than her daddy. She don't gotta listen to her fucking daddy no more. She pulling more powerful men than her daddy and richer men than her daddy. Dudes who drive better cars than her daddy. But okay, let's talk to Jayla. I might lose Jayla with this conversation, y'all. So this might be the last stream Jayla pop in. But I got to keep it 100. So, Jayla
My
says,
nigga. My nigga.
Shout out John. We only need $15 more to meet our $25 live stream goal. John says, I'll say it's not just women. I'll even say I'd be a much better man today if I was raised in a nuclear family. Oh, yeah, it ain't just women. Oh, no, for sure. No. It ain't just women. But women need to be even more, like, protected. Because when they left to their own devices and get ruined, it ain't no coming back. So, let me pull back up the Jayla comment. Okay, she said she was placed on a blade. Well, that's different. So, yeah, I was old enough to make my own decisions, but that doesn't make it right. I accept my past and my current. It's my fault, but I wasn't protected. Well, yeah, if you was placed on a blade, but, like, I don't know how much detail you want to go into. Looking down on the men who target young girls as well. Yeah, I look down on them men. Yeah. I look down on them. For sure. But I'll ask a simple question, Jayla. Is there a decision, are there a couple of decisions that pop up in your mind that you could have made differently? I mean, I'm not condemning you to hell. I know you were a young girl. Brain wasn't fully developed, but I'm asking. Is there one or two decisions that you could think of back at that time that you could have made differently that could have prevented that from happening? Is my question. And John, I owe you one of these. And then I got to play them back to back. So John, this for you. If everybody could shout out John again.
Thank you for being there, man. Charles.
I run shit. You just live here.
More power to him.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Right on, brother. I hear you. Man, I hear you.
My man.
City boy, city boy.
My nigga.
And then I'm going to run it back because we have officially met live stream goal. Thanks to the big dog of not only this stream, but the big dog of this channel. Y'all already know who it is, you know. And everybody shout out James in the chat because he's better than James Dean, James Brown, James Earl Jones, James Franco, James Cameron, LeBron James, Kevin James, James McAvoy, Jesse James, James Madison, James Harton, James Wood, James Avery, Rick James, James Bond, James Baldwin, last but not least, King James. And this for you, James. Appreciate you.
Thank you for being there, man. Charles.
I run shit. You just live here.
More power to him.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Right on, brother. I hear you. Man, I hear you.
My man.
City boy, city boy.
My nigga.
So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it happened to you, Jayla. I'm sorry that happened to you. Yeah. But you know what? All you can do now is do everything in your power to make sure your daughters have two parents in the household and do everything in your power to give them game and tell them what you went through. I mean, I don't know if you was planning on doing that anyway, but I think it would be helpful to them if you did tell them what you went through so they don't go through the same thing. And teach them that they need to settle down with a nice guy early on. Fuck the dude who handsome. Don't fuck the dude who handsome. Actually, Jayla, did you see the video I did about... matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up. I'm curious if you've seen this video, Jayla, that I made. I specifically made it for young women in their teens and 20s of, like, what characteristics to look for a man and what man to pick. Specifically, the man to pick first in your life. Not wait till you 30 to pick this man, but, like, pick this man first. I don't think I curse in the video, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know creepy shit, but maybe one day you could play this, let your daughters see this video in 10 years or however long. What's up, ladies? This is going to be the best dating advice you have ever received. Yeah, it's called 10 Traits to Look For in a Guy When Dating in Your 20s as a Woman. If you haven't seen that episode, Jayla, check it out. I'm curious what you think about it. Or did you comment on it? No, you didn't comment on it. So if you could check this video out if you get time, Jayla, and comment on it and let me know what you think. Yeah.
My nigga. My nigga.
Okay, shout out to No Tats. He says he sent in $2 and he says, "I'll teach my daughter tattoos are for losers." I mean, yeah, that's one thing, good thing to teach them. James says, "Jayla, you got this. It ain't where you from, it's where you at, and you seem to be on the up. So mad respect to you." Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, Jayla, we appreciate you in the chat, and I'm going to crown you the first lady of the MDC live streams. You know, you're officially crowned. All right. What was I going over? I forgot what I was saying, but
Hey, what's
You just got to teach your daughters that they need to go after a nice boy. They need to settle down with the nice boy they meet, and ride it out with him for a lifetime. Don't worry about the tall guy. Don't worry about the super sexy guy. Don't worry about the guy who's just oozing with all his charisma. Get you a nice boy who's boring and dependable and responsible, and ride it out with him for a lifetime. How do we protect our daughters? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say no date until 18, but I mean, I would say monitor dating at 16. So she can build up some rapport with a nice boy. And maybe get married at 18, 19, 20. Okay, cool, Jayla, thanks. But all right, let's get back to the video. I'm rambling. Thanks for everybody for donating. We met the goal. So before I start the video,
hello, happy Monday. I'm so happy we're having another.
Before I start our video back, I want to say, since we met goal tonight, well, okay, since we met goal tonight, we'll see what happened tomorrow. But I'll put it like this: meet and goal guarantees a bonus live stream. So tomorrow is Married at First Sight, so I don't stream because I love that show. Don't judge me. But this is what I'll do. You're welcome, James. James said he got his 2 goodies. I was about to say, like, no homo. James said I got my 2 goodies today. I love them. Thanks, RB. I'm like, look, I don't know what goodies are, James, but you're welcome. But he meant hoodies, just to clear that up. He meant hoodies. Too bad Pineapple here didn't take your advice. All right. What was I just saying? So, okay, what I was saying was, since we met goal, that usually means it guarantees a live stream for the next open day. But but since tomorrow is Tuesday, we'll see, man. But the point that I'm trying to make is, if I don't do a bonus live stream Tuesday, it did secure a bonus live stream for Thursday. So either way, one way or another, there's a bonus stream guaranteed this week since we met goal. And since we met goal, I will try to stay on for 2 hours tonight. So let's get back into the video. Let me check out my crush Amira real quick. Do anybody know what her channel is? Her YouTube channel? This is my YouTube crush for right now. All right. Oh, for somebody who was asking, what is the blade? The blade is the host role. So unfortunately, an older man put Jayla on the host role. You know, it's unfortunate. You know, I was just asking her, is there any decision she could have made? I mean, she was only 50, she was like 15, 16. So some people would find it repulsive that I would, you know, even hint that the 15 or 16-year-old did something wrong. But I just know how 15 to 16-year-old girls are mature beyond their years, as far as, how can I put this? Look, if a 16-year-old girl, yeah, that's fucked up. It is. It's fucked up. But I just want to say, if a 16-year-old girl, and I'm not talking about Jayla, I'm just talking in general. If a 16-year-old girl is fucking with a 25-year-old, she know what she doing. If my daughter was fucking with a 25-year-old, I wouldn't look at it like, I wouldn't strictly look at it from the standpoint of this 25-year-old is preying on my daughter. I would look at it from the standpoint of, yeah, that motherfucker is preying on my daughter. But also, she know what the fuck she was doing. She knows she 100% in the wrong. And her brain developed enough to know she ain't had no business fucking with a 25-year-old. I'm not giving her, she's a little kid, like, out. She's not getting that out from me because I know what's up. But anyway.
No. Oh, okay. All right, well, let's do it. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what's your name on the app, honey?
It's Chanel.
Is it Chanel spelled with an S?
SHENELLE.
SHEN. Keep going.
Johnson.
No, it's just wait. SHE.
Because look, I'll put it like this: far as knowing how the game go, far as intersexual dynamics, women are far advanced past men. So a 16-year-old girl is probably on the level of a 30-year-old man. The shit that we don't learn till we like 30 about intersexual dynamics, girls are already masters at it at 16. So in a lot of ways, the 16-year-old a lot of times could be manipulating the 25-year-old and running game on his ass, even though he damn near 10 years older.
ENELL?
E.
Oh, E after. Okay, let me see. Oh, here you are. Here she goes, Chanel Johnson. This is what is Chanel Johnson on the page or the Kendra G Singles dating app.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Chanel Johnson on the Kendra G Singles.
Get my likes up, get my likes up, get my likes up. Please get my likes up.
You said you be.
Let's see. What else did I want to go over?
I think I talk about this a lot on here. I think that women have to be on code, like as a community as a whole. I think that women have to understand whether you're a single mom, whether you're married, whatever your circumstances are. I think that you have to understand like what being on code means as far as for the Black community. And so that means that you got to respect Black men. And I think that so far with the feminist movement and all these, even what is it, 4B, 3B, following these white women movements, that's not a part of us being on code.
Plan B.
Plan what? Plan B? Whatever that movement is too. We don't do Plan B. None of that. So I think that that's, all of that is pushed by white women, Planned Parenthood. And I think that once we get on code with Black men and we educate ourselves to the things that are super important, then everything else will fall into play. I think that we get so busy. I think a lot of women want to be men. I don't understand that. I don't even like pumping my own gas. I don't want to be a man. And I think that a lot of women just want to do it. And a lot of women are naturally aggressive and they just don't know how to submit. But I think that I even hear a lot of women say, if you get with the right man, you're going to submit. No, that's natural. That's going to come no matter who you're with. I feel like I've dated different men and I'm still the same. I'm very much a submitted person. I submit. I was married my whole life, right? So that things like that just come naturally for women, and either you have it or you don't. And I think that the main thing that's going to push us forward as a community is us all being on the same page. And just like I said, just getting on call with Black men and giving them the space to be leaders, giving them the space to be fathers, giving them the space to do all the things that we need for them to be, instead of just finding reasons to push them out the way or finding reasons to say, oh, we don't need a man. Yeah, we do. You can't have that foundation without a man and a woman, and vice versa. So I think that women need to be honest with themselves and do say, like, I need a man. And I'll land there.
Shay, she still with us? You fading?
I thought she was gone. She like she about to go to sleep.
She was fading.
Blind, okay.
She like, wait.
I want to first
go when it comes to accessible. I think we as women have to stop making ourselves so accessible to people. Okay. Again, close your legs. Men want sex, you want commitment. Why are you giving him sex and you ain't even got the commitment? You're not getting a return on your investment. Okay. Stop. If you find yourself in a sticky situation, you have kids at a wedlock, you've just got to understand that your value is going to go down in the dating market. That's just common sense. A man who doesn't have kids does not want the responsibility of your kids. You made a mistake, you got to live with that mistake, right? Find you somebody who is okay with that. And find somebody who already has children, he doesn't want any more. There are ways around this, but you can't get mad at somebody for not wanting to step in the situation, your current situation. If you have a kid with someone, parent well. Like, this is not an argument. You guys are both parents. Your kid needs both of you guys. Don't make it hard for him to see his kid. Keep him involved. Look, my kid with her daddy right now. You feel me? You get a break too. So there's a perk in that. So understand that kids don't just need their moms. Dads are very important to raising a well-balanced child. Okay, maybe the relationship didn't work out, but the kid does not need to suffer anymore because a relationship did not work out. And women need to do a better job at working with men. Stop with all this, like, oh, I'm keeping my kid away from their daddy because he's not trying to be with me, or whatever the situation is. Try to work it out, because your kid has to be the top of the priority, right? It's not about you, it's about the child. That's the thing and I think that with Black women, if I must say, look, if you insist on wearing a bonnet in public, please stop. If you insist on being loud and ratchet in public, please stop.
So, I mean, do y'all believe any of these women? They talking a good game. They're talking a good game. I like what they're saying. I don't see Black women changing as a whole. The majority of them. I think they're too far gone. I would love to hear some theories. I don't know where this is going. I really don't. We're going to give it a couple more minutes, though, and then we'll find something else to go over.
And if you just cannot control yourself, turn off your camera. We don't need you to post it. All right? Get you some help. Stop posting that ratchet BS, because I don't want to see it no more. Okay? Have some class about yourself. Be presentable. Stop being loud, emotionally. I don't want to hear your conversation. Know how to talk to people. If you want something out of a man, have a conversation with him like a man. Say, hey, babe, this is what's going on. This is how I feel. These are the things. And talk to him so he can receive what you're saying. But yelling at him, going crazy, that's not going to work. You got to respect the man that you're with. And that's what I stop.
But a lot of these women got tempers, man. They can't help it. They need serious help. A lot of these women need to be on medication. They just don't even have the tools to be a calm, submissive woman who doesn't freak out every time something goes wrong. They just don't have what it takes internally to do that. And that's another thing you got to accept when it comes to a lot of women. A lot of them are just too far gone. They don't have what it takes to be a good woman to a man. A big thing is that temper, though. A lot of women got tempers, man. A big green flag is if you can tell a woman about herself and she not freak out. And she just say, oh, okay, babe. I hear you. I'll work on that. I've never met a woman like that, but maybe they exist.
Oh, shit, fire.
Kim or Ali, whichever.
Ladies first.
Thank you. I'll go. I need to work on my patience. Like, just being patient, listening. Listening to listen and not, there you go. I need to listen and not to respond. So that's one of the things I do tell a lot of younger women. Just listen and then respond. And listen to listen. And what's that saying? First, you must listen to understand, then be understood. That's fun. That's all I got.
Oh shit, fire.
Ali, you up?
This is the hope that what we can tell men that what they can do better, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're gonna try to stop it right there.
Try to stay right there.
Yeah.
So to the men who may have lost trajectory of which way to go in life, or if you have the potential of doing that, just putting yourself in a position where you can still be a productive man, and be able to impact your community in a positive way. Whatever it takes for you to be that type of person, whatever it takes to be that type of person who will defend anything that threatens that as well too. And continue to try to be a man, or if you're not that type of man, to be a man who speaks in truth and still tries to unify people, you know, and work on best way you can. Even if somebody triggers you, upsets you, or disrespects you, still put yourself in a position where you can, you know, help people and assist people and support people. But we also have, I think the biggest thing that I used to talk to a lot of brothers about is that we have to take more steps to address the government and the people in power, and how they're causing a divide, and how we have to take certain powers back to be the men that we're choosing to be, and be the leaders that the women are asking for in the community. There's a lot that's wrong because of the men that's in power, and we have to do more.
No, I disagree with that. The white man shouldn't have nothing to do with how can I put it? The white man, well, that's what he would get to. I would just say that. That's where he's headed. Like, oh, we gotta address the white man. Nah. You should have your woman in check. That shouldn't have nothing to do with the white man. That's all I want to say about that.
Things to address the government and the laws to make change in our communities. So I think that's a lot of things that we can do to hold ourselves accountable.
DJ.
Well, while we waiting
DJ,
on
where
her,
you at?
oh, there she go.
No, she here.
I'm about to say, make sure there ain't no dead air.
Am I the
I think she about to come on starting shit. Jayla says, oh, don't forget to talk about Bonnie Blue. She claims to have bedded over 1,000 guys today or something. I mean, I might look that up. Family court laws have to change. It's hard to compete with the government. I mean, the government shouldn't even be involved. That's what I'm saying. These women, I don't know, man. I don't know. These women are so fucked up. The government should never even get involved. But I mean, I understand. I understand how the government is involved. I mean, let me see if I can find something on Bonnie Blue. But I mean, I guess there's really nothing. It's not much to say. I mean, just a hoe being a hoe. 1,000 guys. I mean, yeah. Bonnie Blue. I mean, yeah, I'm tired of this hoe. She got way too much notoriety from just being a super hoe. So okay, I'm back out. I seriously be on YouTube all day and see your live, but you know I don't want to bother your bro time. No, Jayla, you're welcome. You welcome. You not bothering our bro time. I mean, I guess I can't speak for all of the people that watch my channel, but I think a good amount of the people that watch my live enjoy you being in here. Who cares about some 304 sleeping around the 1K dudes? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we ain't gonna go over it. Fuck this hoe. But yeah, that is crazy. She had sex with over 1,000 or 1,057 men in just 12 hours. Who's gonna pay for all that therapy? All right. Let's go over. All right. Much respect, Mark. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you come back one day. Hope I didn't bore you too much, Mark. Good old Mark. If you guys got any suggestions on how I can improve the stream, I mean, I know certain ways I can improve the stream. Not belching you guys' ear and chewing you guys' ear is definitely some things I could do to improve. But I can't say that I'm ever going to stop, though. Maybe, but I'm not making any promises on those two things. But if you guys got any other suggestions, I know sometimes I could be more prepared, a little more prepared. I pretty much just wing it. Like, when 6:30 come around, I just pretty much hop on and try to load up a couple articles or load up a couple videos, and I just get right to it. There's not a lot of prep that goes into it. And sometimes I'm getting shit together like literally on the spot. I'm sure y'all notice. The Highlanders like the random burp that just pops up. I'm currently sipping apple. What am I drinking? Jack Daniels? What the hell am I drinking? I think I'm drinking apple Jack Daniels. Let's check this out real quick.
Gentlemen, did you know that avoidance is the #1 silent killer of marriages? And being an avoidant man in a relationship usually looks something like being present with your wife, but mentally or emotionally checking out, staying late at work or staying late at the office too frequently, going for dinner with your wife, but being on the phone, or talking about the tasks or the business or day-to-day activities and not actually connecting. Avoidance usually comes from a fear of intimacy for men, okay? And this is actually not your fault. Avoidance is a biological survival instinct for men. It helps you actually rebuild your hormones after a hard day's work. You just want to switch off, but it is the silent killer of marriage.
Ho, ho! Fiction can be fun.
Well, there, Colleen. I beg to differ. This gorilla's gonna say that the silent killer of marriage.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if I have any. I mean, yeah, like, as far as like debating, I don't know how good of a debater I would be. I mean, y'all remember the one chick came on and tried to like argue with me? I did. I easily destroyed her. But like, like, I'm sure there's some women out there who could destroy me because I don't know how good of a like live debater I am. Now, see, but far as a woman, like if a woman went back and forth with me like on video, I don't think there's any woman out there that could beat me. Like if I made a video and then she made a response video and then I like made a response video back, I don't think there's a woman on earth that could beat me on these topics. But live, I might slip up on my words or something, or who knows. Live debates can go either way. But yeah, video for video, I don't think nobody beat me.
In my opinion, is women's emotions. As in, go with your feeling and go with what makes you feel happy.
But yeah, I was going to say, like, if a woman come in the chat and try to debate me, it's probably not fair because I got the mic, so it's not a fair fight. But yeah.
The saying goes, men will sacrifice their happiness for their families. Women will sacrifice their families for their happiness. I mean, you're saying that men mentally check out. And the examples that she gives of mentally check out really are superficial at best. I mean, the first one, staying late at work or staying late at work too often. Yep, that's a big one, all right. Men are mentally checking out on that one because the bills are going to pay themselves.
I mean, yeah, I can admit that if it was like a call-in show and a woman... I mean, I don't know how I would do. Like if I just let like women call in and like push back on what I'm saying, because I don't consider myself somebody who's really like good on the spot when it comes to like arguing with somebody. But one thing I do know, the shit that I say is true. I know that. So even if a woman called in and had me tongue-tied on the spot, the video I would make the next day would redeem myself for sure. I'll just say that.
Selves, right? Sweetheart, if you're not the moneymaker in the relationship, and you got with this man, and he's making really good money, and he's maintaining on, I want to bring attention that 70% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. Come on, fam. You've seen my logo on other channels, and you're already here. Please hit that subscribe button and support the channel. It really helps out. Moving on.
My daughter asked a really good question. Why are men more afraid of marriage than they are of having children? Because it seems like children would be a bigger commitment. And I said, whew, I thought she was gonna ask something hard. This is easy. Men see marriage as their responsibility, that they are the protector and provider for their wives. And they can't do certain things once they're married. They can't be out hanging out long hours of night. They're supposed to come home at decent hours. They're supposed to be faithful to one woman for the rest of their lives. So when a man gets his woman pregnant, when he's not married to her, he sees that as her responsibility. That's her fault. That's her accountability, that she has to do it. Men completely remove themselves from the equation, and society has allowed them to do that because men see women as the ones that are responsible for raising children. He doesn't see that as his responsibility. He sees marriage as a responsibility, and he doesn't want that.
This right here.
I mean, all right, let me read this comment. Call-in shows are a good idea. Doesn't need to be a debate. Just a topic will do. I mean, here's the thing. Now that I'm doing Kendra G reviews, I'll say this. I'm getting a higher ratio of people subscribing per view on my Kendra G videos. So I'm probably going to just keep doing Kendra G videos until further notice. Maybe I'll sprinkle in a vintage video from time to time, like with the snow bunnies. But I'm getting pretty good results with the Kendra G videos. But I said that to say this. I feel like the Kendra G shows are going to attract more female viewers. So if we ever get a big spike in female viewers and we get a big spike of women popping up in the chat, then I'll have women call in. Damn, I ain't ready for that. That's a whole different format. But I'll just say that if we start getting a shitload of female watchers, then I might do something like that for sure. No Tat says, I'm gone for 4 to 5 days at a time with an airline. I can't trust modern women nor commit to them. My fun is on the road. Single and peace at home. I mean, yeah, if you gone all the time or something, you can't trust these hoes. I don't know, man. Like, how can I put this? How can I put this? If one of you guys can find a halfway decent woman to be with or work with or be your live out girlfriend and you guys could benefit each other's lives, then I wouldn't be mad at that, man. I think men and women belong together. So if any of you guys can find a woman who you think cool and you think gonna act right, as long as you don't put her in a position to fuck your life over, it might be, how can I put this? It might be worth it to try some stuff out, you know? None of us really want to live a life alone without a companion, in my opinion. 95% of us don't truly want to live our life alone with no companion. But anyway. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to get bored of the Kendra G format, so I don't know. But I'm getting good results with it, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to push away my diehards. Personally getting bored of the Kendra G format for the daily vids, but now I understand why you do it. Yeah, I'm getting way better results. Matter of fact, let's pull up something. Let me show y'all. I might. Let's see. Let's see. So I guess for the people that get tired of the Kendra G, well, I don't know what to tell everybody. I guess you can check out the live streams, even though we do some Kendra G on the live streams too. I'll try to do some vintage coverage. Like I'll try to do the Snow Bunnies on the live stream. So even if y'all stop looking at, some of my diehard fans stop looking at the daily vids, maybe y'all can still check out the live streams and get a taste of what I used to do. But let me show y'all something real quick.
Thank you for being there, man. Charles.
Let me show y'all something real quick. Content. So let's go down to when I was making my regular videos. Okay, so like for example, my regular videos was going down to just getting like 900 views. I was going from 2,000-3,000 views to my regular videos was getting like maybe 9 something to just 1,000. So I saw a pattern. Oh, I see what you're saying. So Highlanders, I think you're saying that Kendra G for live streams is fine, but the daily vids are way better in vintage format. When you say vintage format, okay. Let me read that again. I've been drinking. Kendra G for live streams is fine, but the daily vids are way better in vintage format. Are you basically saying even the Kendra G vintage format shows are better? Or are you saying the vintage format where I'm pretty much going over mostly Snow Bunnies is better? Or are you just saying the cut-ins, period, are better regardless of what I'm going over? So let's go back to when my Snow Bunny videos was getting like 3,000. Okay, we'll check out this video. So this was a vintage Snow Bunny video, 15 minutes. 3,200 views roughly. So let's see how many subscribers I got from this 3,200 views. And that ain't too bad. 11 subscribers. That's actually on the high end. So, all right, 11 subscribers off of 3.3K views. Let's check out another one. This one got 2,200 views. Let's see what the subscribers are on this. Okay, this is more like it. This was the norm. I would get 2,000 views and like 2 to 4 subscribers. That's fucking horrible. So this is a great example. This is pretty much the norm. On my normal videos, I would get like 2.2 thousand views and only 2 subscribers. So let's go to one of the newer Kendra G videos. Or matter of fact, I know exactly which one I'm going to go to. I'm going to go to one of the recent ones. Okay, this for example. This will show the difference. So pretty much the same views with 17 subscribers. So that's what? That's way more. 9 times more or something. That's like 9 times improvement. 9 times the subscribers with the same amount of views. So yeah, the people have spoken, in a sense. That people fuck with the channel more on the Kendra G chop up shows. But what I might do, we'll see. I might do one vintage show a week or something, depending on how good or bad it do. Like if the vintage shows are just doing horribly, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What up, Zachariah? Okay, Highlanders gave me his opinion. Somebody else in the chat, let me know what y'all think about the Kendra G daily episodes. I mean, I gotta do it though, cause it's better for the channel. But I'm still curious what the diehards think about the Kendra G daily videos. I'll say this: I do feel like even if you saw the live stream with a particular Kendra G review, I feel like when I upload the daily view of it, the daily video of it, it's enough of a change with the cut-ins to where it's still worth it to watch the daily video of it, if that makes sense. Like I feel like enough creativity is added with the memes cut in that make it worth it to watch it again if you saw it on the live stream.
Here's the reason why I always say a man is necessary in a relationship, because she just gave a bunch of half-truth C- level answers to her daughter's question. All right, Queen. First of all, out of everything you said, let me point out the most evident. You said that men see a...
Okay, good day, sir. Said, why do you need more women subscribers to do call-in shows sometime? Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Good day. I guess when I was thinking about a call-in show, I was thinking about, like, not a debate, but somebody who can give me pushback, but we'll see. I never really wanted to do call-in shows, though. So we'll just see. I never really been interested in it. Because I really just, frankly, guys, I really don't like talking to people. If you really want to know why, I don't really want to do call-in shows. That's really why. I don't like talking to people. Let's see. Holler and say it is, but it's still nothing but Kendra G. Zachariah says I don't mind them. MDC, there's another channel called The Wall and Modern King. Two other good channels you could feature in these lives. Okay, yeah, I know about The Wall and Modern King. I think I watched a couple of his videos. John says, you know what's weird? I'd rather watch a Kendra G reaction video than watch the actual Kendra G video. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I don't know, guys. We'll definitely see as far as what direction the channel goes, but if you do get tired of the daily Kendra G video cut-in episodes, then hopefully you'll still tune in to the live streams, if nothing else. I'll just say that.
A woman's pregnancy as her responsibility. It's not that he sees it as something that women put in.
All right, I'm going to let this play, and I'm going to go get another drink. Let me read this comment before I go get another drink and press play. Totally agree with the Highlanders. The Kendra G show for the daily show's gotten tired to the point I don't watch them anymore. I don't blame you. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I get it. But I'm definitely trying to grow the channel, so I'm going to keep doing them until they don't get results no more, and then I'll switch it up again. I guess just hopefully you'll stay subscribed to the channel to follow the journey either way. Or like I said, even if you don't watch the daily shows no more, at least tune in to the live stream, hopefully. All right, I'm about to go get another drink, and I'm going to let this play. I'll be back.
For 70% plus of all divorces. But that's all right, Colleen. You keep on going and telling your daughter just...
Well, okay, I guess here's my question, though. Here's my question. Do you think you could ever get tired of the vintage format when I was going over the Snow Bunnies? That's my question, guys. Everybody answer that in the chat. Like, was anybody getting tired of the vintage TikTok of the Snow Bunnies? So yeah, let me know that, guys. Like, I guess I'll put it like this. Well, yeah, answer that, guys. But I guess ideally y'all probably would like if I just switch it up every day of the week. Like, just one day I do a Kendra G, one day I do a vintage, one day I do a pop the balloon, one day I do something different. Like, I don't know, we'll see.
The bare minimum. You know, the thing that you complain that men only give out. Moving on.
Yo, you guys seen like the post of Queen and her men? And it's like their I think their 6-year anniversary. This is why I feel like most men get too comfortable when it's like, if you're just a girlfriend, and I mean, I'm not judging. I love Queen, but if you do like wifey stuff, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but if you already have kids with each other, been together for that long, have a house, have a business together, he getting everything he want without having to spend any money on a ring. Why would he put a ring on it? You know what I mean? That's why it's like sometimes you should do it, but don't overdo it as a girlfriend. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I'm telling you, like, once they hit that 5 year y'all being together, and you start being together for like 6-7 years, they later on, boom, it's gonna be 10 years, still not married. So it's like, with men, it's like they're willing to have a kid with a person, but a child is not a big thing. So it's like, I feel like, hopefully he proposed to her soon, but I feel like Queen deserves it. But I see most videos that do say how, like, if you give a man everything without him making you his wife, why would he make you his wife if he's getting all that treatment that a wife's supposed to do for a man? That's all.
I don't believe I heard you correctly.
First of all, when you make a video while you're stuffing your frickin' face and half your words are drowned out by your munching while you try to make yourself rounder, that's rude as hell. Really, some of you females have got to think about this before you make these videos. That tells any man who sees this off the bat that you really are not wifey material if you do that. That's not seen as the best etiquette. Another thing I like to point out is about the Queen and her man, and she got pregnant and they've been living together, so why would a man marry her? Which is what I could piece together since she can even organize her frickin' train of thought. The point is, men are wising up. You see, the reason they see having a child being more acceptable than being married is because your child is your child. That's your blood. You'll be connected until the day you pass on to the great beyond. Your wife, yeah, she's around until her fifis change, and then she decides, oh, I gotta go find myself back out there and find out who I am. In other words, get back on the carousel and enjoy Chad/Tyrone's thunder meat. Instead of you ladies trying to label men as, oh, they're afraid to get married or why won't they get married, why don't you look at the reasons why men don't get married? And that is, the laws are against them. Marriage has very few benefits, but a lot of losses for men. Now, I know that women love to say, it's statistically proven that men live longer when they're married. So there, that proves that marriage is great for men. I'll counter that with, what's the divorce rate in the US at least? Oh, it's over 50%. So me risking everything I have to extend my life a couple of years has less than a 50% chance of actually working out. Gee, why am I not going to jump on that? But there's a greater than 50% chance that a woman's going to take half my stuff, take custody of the kids, and end up with alimony payout bonus plus child support. Let's put that on a scale. But if we just live together and we just have a kid, I'm only legally responsible for the thing I love the most, my child. I wonder which way men will go. Moving on.
But it is truly death by 1,000 paper cuts. I don't believe people are quick to divorce over the small things. I believe people are divorcing over the small things that happen over a long period of time that they are no longer willing to put up with. In the book, This Is How Your Marriage Ends, Matthew Frey talks about one of his very first blog posts, which was, my wife left me because I left dishes by the sink. Now, do you truly think his wife left him because he left dishes by the sink? Just once? Maybe twice? Or was it the complete...
Even if he left dishes by the sink every fucking day of the week, like, you're a bullshit person if you break up your fucking marriage and break your vows with God and break up your family because a dish was left by the sink every day of the week. You know how petty and dumb that is? Do you know how many men would divorce their wives if they like tripped over every little petty thing their wife did? Or even if most men tripped over the big stuff their wife did. Man, that is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Complete act of inconsideration.
And I assure you that wasn't the real reason she left him. She was probably either cheating on him or she got bored with him. That was just the reason she gave him.
Time and time and time and time again. See, every time your spouse doesn't consider you and your wants and your needs and the things that are important to you, that's a cut. And it could be something as small as leaving your coffee cup by the edge of the sink. Could be something as small as not putting your clothes in the hamper. But once your spouse has voiced to you that something is bothersome, that something is making them feel not well, not happy, and you continue to carefully and considerately do that thing that bothers them over and over and over again, that is why people leave. A lot of people want to say that women nowadays are so quick to divorce. They are, because they're not going to put up with.
Well, be by your fucking self. You bitches are miserable no matter what. Please, why do you bitches get married? Now you gotta clean the house by yourself. It's cool. Like, y'all are gonna find something to be miserable about. This is why marriage is just not worth it. Hang out with a chick as long as she's not a huge bitch, and then just move on. This is why having kids with any woman is just so dangerous. Because none of them are likable for a lifetime. None of them. Like, oh my goodness. Can you imagine divorcing your wife because she left a cup on, or not left a cup. Can you imagine divorcing your wife because she leave a cup on the table every day? I mean, don't get me wrong, that's annoying, but it wouldn't even be in the realm of possibility for me to divorce my wife over something like that. Yeah, I had to divorce my wife. She never, lift the seat back up for me so I could pee. Like, just stupid.
That doesn't serve them any longer.
Does not compute. Does not compute. Does not compute.
All right, for my viewers, the comment that she's replying to says, people are quick to divorce over small stuff. I get the big stuff, but the small stuff, not so much. Now, when she said people are divorcing over the small things that happen over a long period of time, replace the word people with women. I'm sorry, but men don't divorce women over small little things like leaving the garage door open, or not putting up the toilet seat after they finish using it, or not making the bed in the mornings. No, men only put in for divorce less than 30% of the time. And usually it's because of big reasons. And the reason I say that is because in divorce...
I don't know how these men love these women. Like these nagging, bitching women who are always just miserable and unhappy about something, always tearing them down or always trying to belittle them or something. Like, yeah, men should see that as a favor when these women leave them. Like, fuck it, finally I can get some peace.
Of course, men have more to lose. So let's clarify that there, Colleen. I mean, in her own example of your wife left you because you left the dishes by the sink time and time and time again, that just shows, oh, so fem logic here. You're going to put your children through the joys of family court, breaking up the family.
For you, may be big to somebody else. Your experience is
great. Okay. You want to leave? Go ahead, but you're not getting a payout. Somehow, some way, I believe that'll cause the divorces to go down. But let's hear what else she has to say.
And what may be small for you may be big to somebody else. Your experience is not universal. The way you experience things is not the way I experience them. So something that might be small to you, like leaving dishes in the sink, or socks on the floor, or leaving clothes in the washer and not moving them to the dryer, or not folding towels and putting them away, that might be small to you, and that might be big to somebody else. And that's the problem, is when you stop being considerate of the things that your partner has voiced to you that they care about, that bothers them, that is something that causes them anxiety or pain, and you continue to do it over and over and over again. Those are the tiny little paper cuts that add up to a gaping wound that can...
Shut your dumb ass up. having a baby with a woman is just look, if you a dude and you want kids, just adopt or something, man. Because having a baby with a woman puts you in a horrible position. It really does. Yeah, the laws do need to change. Women need to get the short end of the stick when it comes to divorce and when it comes to child support and shit like that. They really do. There shouldn't even be a thing called child support. It should just be something like, it should be a child support card that can only go to pay for certain things. I'll say that. I'll say that. Child support should only be able to go towards kid things or something. I don't know. I don't have the answers, but they got to come up with something where women aren't incentivized to fuck men over.
No longer be healed, because once those paper cuts add up, trust is broken. It might seem like a silly thing, but if I can't trust you to put the dishes away when I have said it causes me anxiety when the dishes are piled up in the...
You're a fucking... Get on some anxiety medicine, you nut job. Women do way worse things in relationships than leave a cup out. You know what I mean? Women are unbearable to live with. You know how happy I would be if the only problem I had to worry about with women in a relationship was her leaving a cup out? You know how most men would be happy? Do you know how happy most men would be if their biggest worry with their bitch would be that they left a cup out? Think about that for a minute. It just shows how much women hate men.
The sink, or when I feel like you think it's my responsibility to put your dish away every single time it's sitting there. That's the problem. It's the complete disregard of your spouse's feelings in a situation. I'm not saying it's not extra. Marital affairs.
I don't know if y'all just heard that. I'm going to say it again. I don't know if my mic was on mute, but I'm going to say it again. Look, if a bitch left you over a cup being out, she never liked you in the first place. She never fucked with you in the first place. I wonder what percentages of marriages are women settling for a guy because they had no other options. When a woman is genuinely in love with you, she's not going to leave you over a cup being left out. Flat out. This was probably a situation where a guy married a woman over 25. And like I always say, if you have to marry a woman over 25, she probably will never love you. You're who she settled for. And I wonder, these bitches that left a man or claim to left a man over a cup being left out. Excuse me, I've been drinking. Like, I wonder what percentage of these women work full time. Because if you a stay-at-home mom, I don't want to hear shit about the house. I don't want to hear shit about my dirty shoes. Listen, I get being considerate, but if you a stay-at-home mom and the kids are over 12, I don't want to hear shit about shit far as the house being clean, about food being made, about you picking up after me. I don't want to hear shit. Because if our kids are 12 and older, they can pretty much take care of themselves. So you ain't really doing nothing with them at home. So if you're not working, your sole responsibility is cleaning up the house, cooking and cleaning up after me. And that ain't shit when you add it all up compared to a man working full time at a job. I'll just say that.
Or things of that nature, the larger scale things. But the majority of time, women are filing for divorce, it is because these small things have happened time and time and time again after they have voiced their concern because their partner is no longer considering their needs emotionally or physically.
Wow, you go there, Colleen.
Did you hear those last words? And these be the same bitches who haven't fucked their man in 2 years. Talking about he hasn't considered my emotions and my this and my that. Have you considered his emotions and physical needs and shit? Women are cunts, man. I genuinely don't like most women. Like in the bottom of my heart, I just really don't like most of them.
But I have to say, it's amazing how women will justify things that men consider small, but to those same women, they consider them big, while at the same time ignoring how devastatingly huge her putting in for divorce will be to her children. Hypocrisy much there, maybe? I mean, let's go on more of her femme logic for being in a marriage. She said, if I can't trust you to put the dishes away because it gives me anxiety, that's a justification for divorce? Well, that could be used the other way around. Men could say, well, if I can't trust you to keep our children and our family together because some dishes are pushing you to run away and destroy everything that we've built together, then you are not worthy of having the title of a wife. You should stay alone and stay with your cat so you can constantly change the kitty litter on your own, and you'll be responsible for dragging the trash can full of empty boxed wine down to the corner to be collected. Why do these women believe that the marriage longevity has to be based completely on all of their needs, the big and the small? So when I hear the saying that in the next 15 to 20 years, half of all women will be single, I actually believe it. And I'll add on to that, the amount of alpha widows is going to shoot up by at least 30%. But that also means the level of simps will also shoot up. Oh, well, I guess it's...
Think about that, y'all. Think about her leaving her husband. Think about all the voids in her life after her husband leaves. But it's like, at least I ain't got to pick up his cup, though. Like, yeah, I got to take out the garbage. I got to build fucking furniture. Think about all the added things she's going to have to do now that she doesn't have a man versus her just having to pick up his cup every day. Like, think about that. That's fucking retarded. I can't take it anymore. I'm out. I'll be back. I might do a live stream tomorrow night after Married at First Sight go off, because we did meet goal. But if I don't do a live stream tomorrow night, I'll definitely do one Thursday as the bonus one that was paid for with us meeting live stream goal. Join the membership. I'm trying to get the membership numbers up so we could do a bunch of membership exclusives. Hit the links in the description to join the membership. Hit the links in the description to check out the merch. Got a lot of dope merch on the website. Go get fly at the store. I got everything. Everything you can put a fucking logo on. I got it there. Thanks for everybody for stopping by. Shout out to Jayla. Shout out to James. Shout out to Zachariah, Highlanders, Bobby Dice. Look out for me tomorrow. If not, I'll see you Wednesday. That's our normal live stream day. And then Thursday for the bonus live stream. Love y'all, man. Stay strong, fellas. Stay strong.